Hi guys, it's me, Faye here at Faye Dusk, and I am back with another video with my messy hair. Sorry, I just washed it and just straightened it, so it's a little bit on the wild side today. So this video, we are doing another one for my Sabbats 101 series, and this one we're going to be talking about Imbolc, which is next Thursday on the 1st of February, for those of you that don't know. If you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my phone as I've got notes and things like that on my phone, just so I don't forget anything important. Well, let's hope I don't forget anything important. Right, let's get going. So for Imbolc, like I said, it's always around the 1st, 2nd of February. It's the 1st this year. Another name you may know it by is Candlemas. And the deities that are associated with Imbolc are Brigid, Gaia, Ardea. Oh, I can't even speak. It's Araddia, which I just butchered that name. But yeah, there's some of the colours that you sort of associate with this sort of turn in the wheel of the year are colours like white, red, yellow, pink, sort of the colours of daffodils. Sort of different types of herbs that you could incorporate in your rituals and spells and things like that. Angelica, basil, blackberry, iris. Different sort of foods and things that you could bake or buy or have in your cakes and ales ceremony after your ritual. Things like bread, sort of leek and potato soups, pumpkin seeds, scones, milk, onions. The different symbols that we'd associate Candlemas or Imbolc with are Brigid cross. So similar to a Celtic cross, not the same, but it's similar if you're wondering what it looks like. Candles, swans, sheep, seeds, like a Brigid corn doll. So it's all the sort of things that you imagine for the up and coming spring. Basically, Imbolc is getting ready for the start of spring. We're turning again. We're stepping out from winter now, and we're going back into the light. Crystals that you may want to incorporate in your magical practice around this year, things like amethyst, bloodstone, garnet, and I've lost my list. If you like to decorate your altars or your spaces seasonally for the different Sabbats and occasions, and you sort of don't have many ideas for Imbolc, you could go to like dollar stores or like Poundland or that sort of equivalent and get really cheap things like seeds or bulbs that you're planning on planting for this time of year are a good idea for decoration purposes. Different candles, so like we talked about the colours of like yellows and whites and things like that, you could get candles in that colour. Fresh flowers, like I mentioned, daffodils are a very prominent flower in England anyway at this time of year. You could get different coloured, you could like stick with the colour theme for your decor and things like that. Different things that you could do. I like to think of this time of year as sort of like a pre-spring cleaning type of year. So you could instead of leaving it till sort of more like Ostara sort of time, you could get ahead of the game type thing and start your cleaning now. Start everything. So you can start spring cleaning your home now, getting ready for the next part of the year, you know, that out with the old in with the new type thing. You could follow on with that by purifying and cleansing your space. You could buy or make your own sort of smudge sticks and things like that, and cleanse and purify your space after you've cleaned it, ready to make way for new and vibrant energy as the year progresses. You could have a bonfire, which you could have a bonfire and it could signify you parting with things that no longer serve you in your life, whether that's physical objects or whether that's things like toxic relationships, things like that, and you could write down things that no longer serve you or that you want to let go of as the year progresses, and you could burn that in your bonfire. You could start planning for spring gardening, so you could make a plan of what plants and things you want to grow this year. You could make candles, and you can make a Bridget cross from straw. That would be really interesting. I'd love to see if any of you guys do that. You could make an incense mixture or potpourri, set up your altar, bake some bread or leek potato soup. And I actually have, or I did have, so sort of for your spring cleaning, if you're thinking, right, I want to do spring cleaning but I feel a little bit overwhelmed, like I'm not sure whereabouts to start or what to do, you could make yourself a list. You could dust your room, dust the space, hoover the floor, clean the windows. You could reorganize your clothing and donate, get rid of or sell anything that you no longer want or need. And you could completely deep clean your whole wardrobe, closet area. You can rearrange things on like your altar, or if you have little like knickknacks or figurines and things like that, you could have a little sort out and rearrange. You could clean up any sort of spillages that you have from like candle wax or the ash from incense. Like I've said, you can set up your altar. You can do all your laundry. Once you've gone through all of your clothes, you could do big loads of laundry and wash everything, make sure it's all nice and clean and tidy before you put it all away tidily. And you can wash your sheets and place your sheets and things like that. So as I'm sure I've sort of said in a rambly sort of way, the Imbolc, it does mark the end of winter, and we are slowly progressing into springtime, and it's the first Sabbat of the new year, and we are celebrating the return of the sun. So hence the colours of your yellows and your whites and your reds, all those sort of vibrant colours. And the flowers are starting to sprout through. I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed where you live, but I've noticed we're starting to get the first shoot through the ground of daffodils where I live. So you've got your daffodil, crocuses are another one that are sort of the first ones of the year, snowdrops as well. And Imbolc is a time of purification, spring cleaning, and making way for what you want in your life and getting rid of what no longer serves you. So yeah, so I hope I've given you a little bit in my own sort of rambly way of ideas of things that you can do. And I'm probably just going to have quite a quiet Imbolc this year. I don't plan on doing too much. I'll do a simple little ritual, and I have sort of been spring cleaning lately, last sort of month or so, so I will carry on with that, I think, and just really go from there, I suppose. But I would love to know in the comments what you planning on doing for the Sabbath, and how you like to celebrate Sabbath normally. And yeah, so I will see you very soon in my next video. Blessed be.